He decides to try grilling Mortman to get him to slip up about being a monster.
Yeah.
But to no avail. It did not work. But it's ballsy. Can I say that on this program, Nick?
I believe you can.
I think we've said much worse.
Oh, and how?
If Lucy is so afraid, why is she egging him on? Lucy is given Anne of Green Gables to read. She asks if there are any monsters in it, and Mortman laughs. His chins quiver.
He has many chins.
He's a bulbous man.
He's a big biff boy.
I like how his chins quiver like gelatin as he laughs. He says, I don't think you'll find any monsters in this one, he chuckled. Mm-hmm. Clearly he's never read it, because Mrs. Hammond is a monster for that young girl.
When I was reading this book,
yeah,
and he gives her Anne of fucking Green Gables,
yeah,
I was so angry.
Why?
Well, as a Canadian boy, I am sick and fucking tired of Anne of Green Gables everywhere I fucking go.
That's not very Canadian.
I don't give a shit. Every, 5 to 7 years on CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, there is it's just every 7 years, it's just like, we're going to tell Anne of Green Gables again.
Hey, Nick, you can say what you want about anything, but you leave the CBC untouched.
Okay. This is not a hill I want to die on.
I definitely enjoy watching Anne of Green Gables on the CBC.
Why?
Because it's one of those things that is what I've come to love and respect about the CBC. They don't have very much.
Why are you kissing the CBC's ass so much?
I'm trying to get this show put onto the CBC, Nick, because they'll
it's
broadcast anything. Corner gas.
Wait a second. That was CTV.
That was CTV?
Yeah.
I've been barking up the wrong tree this whole time.
Barking up the wrong tree.
The CBC is terrible.
Wait, now I was going to say we should just start doing an Anne of Green Gables podcast, and then we'll get onto the CBC.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Do they still make an Anne of Green Gables?
I don't. Weren't there 3 of them all in the past few months?
Is Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman?
It's Anne of Green Gables grown up, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. They share different last names.
During World War I,
yeah,
she fakes her death to escape the hell that is Nova Scotia.
It's all around a pretty great life, except it was in Nova Scotia.
Yeah. And then she flees to wherever the fuck it was that Dr. Quinn was, and she's like, my name is Quinn, and I'm British now.
Did she take the road to Avonlea to get there?
I really hate you. I really do.
Lucy pretends to leave the library, but instead hides amongst the shelves and waits for what seems like hours for the little girl Samantha and her grandmother to leave. They are the only two left in the library, and they're just pages of them almost leaving, but not quite.
Yeah. And I made a note that this whole thing, because at this point she just wants to see him turn again, just to make sure she's not nuts, right?
Yeah, that's weird. She's nothing in place for this.
Yeah.
No safeguards, no plan of action.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah.
This book would have been over after this point if it were 2017.
Why?
Because every kid has a cell phone, and every cell phone has an HD camera.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have to go back with a flash and all this nonsense. She could stealthily take a picture. She could take a video.
She could take a video, yeah. No flash on a video either.
Well, you can, but yeah.
On a video?
Yeah.
My God.
It's just on all the time.
Okay.
Like a flashlight.
Yeah. Well, Lucy would probably even forget that she had a phone in her pocket. Definitely, it would probably be her undoing because somebody would call her. Yeah. But then you have to wonder, who would ever call her?
She has no friends.
It's true. Aaron's not going to call her for sure.
What would her ringtone actually be?
Oh,
we have to think of a monster.
Horribly lame.
Oh, it would be
the
like
Monsters theme? The Addams Family theme?
No.
Go ahead.
I think, I'm open to those.
Okay.
But I think it would be just a clip from that spooky sounds tape you would get at the dollar store.
And she would never answer the phone because she'd want to hear the thing run through.
That's how she lost all her friends. We tried calling you. Yeah, call me again. And then she's just smiling, deranged, like Norman Bates at the end of Psycho, just sitting there with the smile.
It's like, well, goodbye, Lucy. I'll see you in school.
I never even heard a fly.
She did hurt a bug at the beginning of this. She flicked it off her leg.
Yeah.
A little sick, a little twisted of you, Lucy.
It's a bug.
How would you feel if someone flicked you off of their leg?
Been there, done that.
Strange thing to say. Yeah. So she's waiting for him to change, to make the change, the monster change. But Lucy ends up being locked in the library with Mr. Mortman.
Yeah.
Her plan was to run out to the library. Now what? What is she to do?
Unlock the fucking door?
Well, she'll think of it later on. So,
Oh my god.
she spies on him for a bit, but nothing of note is happening. But then, sure as Anne Shirley, he morphed into the monster and started gobbling up handfuls of flies. The thing about Mr. Mortman, I think the most monstrous thing about him
Is he's a librarian?
yes. Despite his choice of turtlenecks and despite his monstrous features,
And disregard for proper diet.
Yes, complete disregard is just the annoying habit of proclaiming that it is in fact dinner time before every bite.
Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Dinner time.
Super.
It's like Leo Johnson on Twin Peaks. New shoes.
And so he ate all the flies, and then he moved on to the turtles, Nick. Now, you don't remember him eating these turtles, right?
I think maybe I blocked it out of my mind because of how horrific it was.
Actually pretty disturbing. Described quite graphically.
Describe it for me, Matthew.
The sound of the shells cracking in his mouth. When he reaches down for these turtles, they're starting to run away. They're supposed to be his timid little friends. Why are they his timid little friends when they're also his dinner?
Well, I mean, they named the pig Wilbur, and they were fully intended to eat him.
Sure.
He was some pig.
Yeah.
Radiant.
Greasy.
No, he was pretty humble.
I guess. He was one. All right. Pretty humble. Nick, can you just picture for a moment what a live turtle would feel like in your mouth? Scrambling,
I
trying
don't
to get
have
away.
to imagine, Matthew.
I mean, at least Fudge cooked them first.
Who?
Fudge. Super Fudge. He made turtle soup. He took his brother's turtles and he cooked them.
I think I read Henry Higgins, is that it? But other than that, no Beverly Cleary.
I never.
Or was that Judy Blume?
I'm sorry, man. You are way out on a limb here for something I know nothing about. I just watched an episode of Fudge. It was a TV show at one point.
Okay. Was Fudge Judy Blume or Beverly Cleary?
Fudge was a man. Except he was a boy. He's a man now.
I'll bet.
Full of turtle.
Okay.
Yeah, but and then the feeling of cracking its shell.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't die. It would hurt it a lot, and eventually you'd just crack its spine.
Well, yeah.
And you're also eating a reptile. They smell bad. Full of salmonella.
No, you only get that from fish.
From perch.
Perch?
Like the fish.
No, salmon.
That's why it's named it.
Yeah.
So.
You can't get salmonella from chicken.
No.
Dad.
Just fish in toilet seats. And it was all too much for Lucy, this whole turtle eating moment. So she runs towards the front door again, but forgot that it was locked. She hears Mortman run after her. She figured she'd try the door out anyway, seeing as how it is a door locked from the inside.
Yeah.
She's
How
like,
did she
well,
not realize that she can just unlock the door?
Well, it's a long shot. My life is at stake here. So understandably, it could be and is unlocked from the inside with the turn of a latch. And she got out, started running home, turning around only once to see Mortman's figure standing in the light of the front door. Had he known it was her, Nick? Do you think? Mortman knows? Do you think his big bug eyes and...
No. No, I don't think so at this point.
No, eh? But now...
The next time he does. Like, when she goes and, like, starts fucking around her with his house.
Yeah.
Then he knows.
Yeah. She runs past Aaron's place again, pleading for him to believe her, but he was just so sick and tired of her dementia.
Now he's playing with like the ball on the paddle.
Yeah. Can I play with you, Aaron?
No.
But I see another ball and paddle just sitting there.
No, I'm playing with my ball.
But there's another one. Can I try it too, and we could play together?
I'm going inside. It's boring.
You could play if you want, but get off my lawn. So she gets home. Her parents were doing groceries, and Randy was watching cartoons. Now let me remind you, Nick, that Randy is a 6-year-old boy.
Yes.
And he was left alone in the house.
Yep.
Did both parents absolutely need to go do grocery shopping during the 1 hour a week that Lucy is gone and leave their 6-year-old boy unattended?
Well, this tied into my theory earlier that they were in therapy, but that went out the window.
It went out the window, yes. I don't even know if you brought it up before, because... But even so, if they were in therapy, what are they doing, leaving their 6-year-old boy at home alone?
Oh, yeah, no, it makes no sense.
No.
Well, I mean, it does make sense. They're just bad parents.
Yeah, he's 6, and if they're
too
actually...
obsessed with saving their marriage, they don't care about the kids.
Yeah. My God. But, the kid seems well taken care of. His eyes are glued to that TV.
I mean, the TV was our generation's real babysitter.
Lucy runs up to her bedroom and incredibly thinks that there's now a monster under her covers. Turns out it's not a monster, Nick.
I'm shocked.
Just a papier-mâché monster head that little Randy made in art class. So there was a knock at the door. Lucy ran down, excited that it was her mom. But why would the mom knock on her own door, Nick?
I don't know. It's like that riddle.
Delusions this kid is having. It's Mr. Mortman. He came
dun,
by
dun, dun.
To drop off Lucy's bag, which, another thing she forgets at the library.
Yeah, she forgets a lot of things at the library.
Yeah, really does herself in. Some people might even say she wants Mortman to find her.
I mean, some might. I wouldn't.
She leaves her bag and it has her name and address in her bag.
Every child has their name and address in their bags.
Yeah, I would think that maybe that was too much information, because I'm thinking as a librarian, you know where everybody lives.
Yeah.
You must. You give them all library cards. Yeah, so Mortman now tries sussing out if it was in fact Lucy spying on him earlier, but she plays it pretty cool. Soon enough, her parents came home and Mortman left. I found it weird that the parents rolled up in the driveway and Mr. Mortman just left and didn't even say hi to the parents.
Yeah.
Like, they're walking past, but you don't even nod to them, don't even give a little wink.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. But a pretty suspenseful moment, pretty creepy. Just the discussions through a screen door at sundown. And she's just, man, I hope he doesn't come in here. I've already told him my parents are away. And you're just hoping that your parents come rolling in behind. But you don't know what's going to happen.
No.
Her parents, now that they are home, they don't believe her. Obviously, she's just making up stories to get out of the Reading Rangers program. She realizes now at least why they don't believe her. She now decides that she's going to resort to paying Aaron to come and be a witness to this. And this is why I think they're not real friends, because I'll pay you $5 to do it. When she goes to meet up with him, she learns that he had a dentist appointment the whole time, an orthodontist appointment. He's getting braces. And she thinks to herself, what a dirty traitor Aaron is. Like, it's in italics. She's stewing over it. Dirty traitor.
Yeah.
It's the only friend that she thought she had, and he's abandoned her.
And this, I had a question.
Yeah.
Was there a dentist-centric Goosebumps book?
I don't think so, no.
That's shocking to me.
Yeah.
You'd think there would be.
You'd think so. But maybe Stein felt like the dentist world was...
Maybe he has a fear of dentists.
Doesn't even want to touch on
it. And it was too sore a subject for him.
We'll ask him one day if ever we get to have these discussions.
He didn't want to fall into that cavity. He thought he was better than that. He wore that crown proudly. He couldn't brace himself for the true horror of dentistry.
Anymore? Teeth? Okay. Good, solid one to end off on.
Yep.
Dirty traitor.
Dirty traitor.
Dirty traitor. Aaron's just the dirtiest of all the traitors, and she yells aloud. This time she actually yells it aloud that she hopes his braces really hurt.
Yeah. Sadistic thing.
Psychopath. Yeah. Now, she remembers, at this point now, who cares if Aaron abandoned me? I have a camera. I forgot I had a camera up to this point. But my parents bought me a real good camera as far as you know,